So since we last talked, my author copies did ship. They should be here today. Yesterday I did go ahead and give my proofreader the remaining copy that I had because the copies have shipped and they should be here today, and I was fairly confident that nothing should go wrong, and so hopefully I will have those in my hand later today. I am going to the bakery that I mentioned very soon, so we'll see if I can get anything from that to show you guys. If not, if I get something, I'm sure that I'll show that before I eat it. I have intended to do that multiple times, but it's just so good I want to dive into it immediately after I get home. And I'm thinking on my way there I might stop in at the library and pick up a book that they have. I don't have to request it. I thought that I might, but they have it, so I might just swing by and pick that up, because the one I'm reading right now, The Lighthouse Witches, is going by really fast, and I don't think it's going to take me that long to read. The other book that I requested from the library has shipped out, but it's still not here yet, and I don't know when it will be here. Basically, I'm thinking that it's probably the best idea to stay ahead of the library books so that I always have something to read, just in case something gets delayed or it doesn't come in. And of course, over the weekend, if it doesn't come in, you're out of luck for the whole weekend, basically. So I think I'm gonna swing by there because it's on my way, and I'll pick up that book so that I have it and I won't be in danger of running out of books. Hopefully. You never know. It depends on how fast I tear through them. But The Lighthouse Witches is going really fast so far. That's, I think, because it's more of a thriller than a fantasy, and that, I think, has something to do with the covers that I mentioned in my last vlog. The cover that I think I liked because it made the book look more like a fantasy, when in reality it's a thriller, and the new cover reflects that. So I think that's why they ended up changing it, but it's going by really quick so far, and that makes sense given that it's a thriller. Also, one more thing. The power went out this morning. It was a scheduled outage, and it went out in the middle of editing my last vlog. Thank God it saved. But yeah, I was not the least bit happy about that. They're not very good at giving you advance warning, and I know they have to note these scheduled outages ahead of time, and they don't give you much advance warning. They just call you like half an hour beforehand maybe, and it's like, that's not enough time to prepare. You need to know like a day in advance. Because some people work from home, you know, and that's really inconvenient for them. Even though the outage didn't last long, thankfully, you know, it still disrupts things. It went out in the middle of me editing my vlog, which thankfully, no harm, no foul, nothing was ruined or anything with that. But yeah, some people can't answer their phone, and that's the only warning that they give you, is just a phone call ahead of time, like 30 minutes beforehand. And I'm like, well, some people can't get to their phone in time, so yeah, that happened. Thankfully, the vlog was okay. Okay, so I just got back. That took longer than anticipated, so I got some lunch because I was starving, and now I am the opposite of starving. And despite what I said about trying to film what I got from the bakery, I completely devoured one of the donuts without even thinking about that. So I do have one left, but I'm going back to the bakery tomorrow anyway, so maybe I'll do better next time. However, my other copies arrived, so this one up here I think I'll just keep for myself, and then the rest of them I will do with what I had planned. However, there's only 4 of them. I ordered 5. The 5th one says that it should be delivered today by 10 p.m., but it hasn't even been shipped yet. So I don't know what on earth is going on with that. I don't know why they split them into 4 and 1. I don't understand. I'm tempted to just cancel that one, and I don't know. This honestly makes me want to just buy Ingram Spark copies, because I thought Ingram Spark took longer, and well, they did, and now they don't, because Amazon is just taking that long. And I think their quality control is probably better than Amazon. So I might just buy them from Ingram Spark from now on. I don't know. They're more expensive, but Amazon's print costs are going up next Tuesday anyway. Or actually, by the time you're watching this, it'll be this Tuesday. So I might just do that, because I'm not the least bit happy right now with the way that Amazon is handling things with this. I'm happy that I got my copies such as they are, and that I can do with them what I had planned, but yeah, I'm not where's my fifth one? I don't know. But anyway, I need to do my writing for the day, and so that's what I'm going to do now. Well, I just got back from my trip to the bakery and I stopped by the library. I was going to donate a copy of Lightbringer to them, but it's a Saturday and I didn't know the librarians who were working there, so I figured I'd wait until one of the librarians who knew me by name was working, because I feel like it would be more likely that they would accept the book. Not that I think they wouldn't, but then I really wouldn't have to explain who I was because they already knew me, so. But I did pick up the library book that I requested that came in, so this is a very short book, and I don't think it would take me that long to finish it, but I have it, and that's nice. And while I was there, I picked up another book that I was surprised that the library had. I was planning on having to request it, but sometimes this library has books and you're pleasantly surprised by it, and that is this one, Hour of the Witch. I have no clue how to pronounce this author's last name. I am sorry, but this is like a historical fiction thriller book. Obviously, you're dealing with witches and witch hunts and all that sort of stuff, so I thought that this would be interesting. I actually wanted to read this book when it came out, but I wasn't going to buy it because I'd heard mixed things about it and I wasn't sure if I'd like it, but I have wanted to try it for quite a while now. This came out in 2021, so now I will finally get the chance to give it a try. So I will be reading both of these, this one first I think, once I'm done with The Lighthouse Witches, which shouldn't take that long. It's really quick, but I didn't get a chance to read much of it yesterday because of work things, which was fine, and I may not get a chance to read too much of it today either, just because today is going to be a really busy day for me and I have to get my writing in, so I may not get much of it read today. I hope to get more of it read tomorrow, but I do have some things I need to do tomorrow as well, just like admin stuff, I think is how people call it. Like, I need to do some marketing, some filming of reels, and I want to go ahead and upload Guardians Duology Book 2, the ebook, into Amazon, and then have all of that stuff ready for when I go to make the pre-order go live. So that's the plan for tomorrow. Today is going to be busy, but I think it's going to be really nice. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain in the evening, and I really hope that it does because we desperately need the rain. But it's looking like a fairly busy weekend for me, and that's okay. But I do think I'll be able to get these books done in time before they have to go back, what with renewals and all of that. But I'm not in any danger now, I don't think, of suddenly running out of something to read, so that's good. Another update on the author copy front. The one book that I mentioned that didn't ship with the other ones the way it was supposed to did ship out yesterday by itself, and I really don't understand what happened with that. I think maybe somebody just made a mistake, but it is coming still, and that's good. However, while I like the Amazon copies because they look thicker on the spine, I just like seeing how thick my book is. I like having a thick book because it's a fantasy. I just like having the book look impressive. And it's funny because it's the same amount of words no matter how it looks, but I noticed that among some of the copies that I bought, there's quality control inconsistencies. Some of them look thicker than others, some of the pages have this scuffing on the edge, and some of the cover's color gradients are different. Some of them have more pink to them, some of them are lighter, and I just am not the most thrilled by this, so I'm debating in the future just ordering Ingram Spark copies. Originally I didn't want to do that because Ingram Spark shipped out quite slowly, but now Amazon is shipping out quite slowly, and the Ingram Spark proof copies cost more, but on Tuesday, with the Amazon print costs going up, I don't know that Ingram Spark would be that much more expensive, really. Like, I don't know how much the print costs are going up with Amazon, but I almost feel like I may as well just order the Ingram Spark copies because at least they seem to be a higher quality. Now watch me get a couple of those and see that they're all inconsistent and off too, but there's nothing that I can do about that. And the fact remains that I'm still very grateful for both of these companies for even allowing this to be possible in the first place. So all I can hope is that the ones that customers buy that go out to them are more consistent. And if you're not buying multiple copies at once, you may not even think about it because you don't have anything right there to compare it to. But I do notice that there are some differences between the author copies that I was getting, and I thought that this was just something that was going to happen to the proof copies because they're proof copies, it doesn't matter so much, but it's happening with the actual copies as well. But it is what it is, and you just have to make the best of it. But I am glad that the last author copy in that order that I had ordered is going to be shipped out. It has shipped, and it will get to me, hopefully. I just don't understand why they didn't all ship together, because that's always been like the big thing. If you order multiple things and they can all be shipped at once in one box, then usually that's what happens. If one item could be shipped out sooner, but they hold it back because it's going to go into the same box with everything else, then that's what happens. But I'm not going to question it. I'm just glad that it didn't just get lost in the shuffle completely or something and I'd have to eventually cancel it, because I did consider that, but it did ship out last night. So I will keep an eye out for it whenever it gets here.